Something just happened that could make or break every single AI investment you have. The President of the United States just assembled the most powerful AI council in history, and the names on this list are going to shock you. Let me break it all down for you right now. Yesterday, President Trump announced the formation of the President's Council of Advisors on Science and Technology, and this isn't your typical government committee. We're talking about Mark Zuckerberg from Meta, Jensen Huang from NVIDIA, Larry Ellison from Oracle, and even Google co-founder Sergey Brin. These aren't just advisors. These are the people who control the future of artificial intelligence in America. But here's what nobody is talking about. Elon Musk and Sam Altman were completely shut out. The two biggest names in AI right now, and they didn't make the cut. That tells you everything you need to know about where the real power is shifting. This council has up to 24 seats, and they've only filled 13 so far. The co-chairs are David Sachs, Trump's AI and crypto czar, and Michael Kratsios from the White House Science and Technology Policy Office. When you look at this lineup, you're essentially looking at a who's who of AI dominance. Let's talk about what this actually means. This isn't just another advisory board that meets twice a year and issues reports nobody reads. Trump has made AI dominance his #1 priority for national security. He's literally said that maintaining unquestioned global technological dominance is a national security imperative. These council members are going to shape every major AI policy decision for the next 4 years. Think about the power dynamics here. Mark Zuckerberg, who just 2 years ago was being grilled by Congress about Meta's AI practices, is now sitting at the table helping to write the rules. Jensen Huang, whose NVIDIA chips power almost every major AI system on the planet, gets a direct line to the president. Larry Ellison, whose Oracle Cloud infrastructure runs massive AI workloads, now has insider access to federal AI strategy. The timing of this announcement is crucial. Just yesterday, we saw major market volatility, with the Nasdaq falling 2.4%, largely driven by concerns about AI regulation and competitive pressures. Meta and Alphabet both dropped significantly after court cases found them liable for platform-related harms. But with Zuckerberg and Brin now on this council, those regulatory headwinds might be shifting in their favor. Let's dive deeper into the technical implications. This council is specifically focused on AI policy, chip development, workforce strategy, and national security applications. That means we're looking at decisions that will affect everything from data center regulations to semiconductor export controls to AI safety standards. The exclusion of certain players is just as telling as the inclusion of others. Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, the company that basically started the current AI boom with ChatGPT, isn't on this list. Neither is anyone from Microsoft, despite their massive partnership with OpenAI and their Azure cloud platform being a major AI infrastructure provider. And Elon Musk, who runs xAI and has been one of the most vocal advocates for AI safety and regulation, is completely absent. This sends a clear signal about which companies the Trump administration sees as the true leaders in AI innovation. It's not necessarily about who has the best technology, it's about who has the best combination of technology, infrastructure, and business execution. Now let's talk money, because that's what really matters for most of you watching this. These council appointments are going to have massive implications for stock prices and investment flows. When government policy aligns with specific companies, those companies typically see significant valuation increases. We're already seeing this play out in the markets. Despite yesterday's volatility, companies with representation on this council are likely to benefit from favorable regulatory treatment, priority access to government AI contracts, and insider knowledge of upcoming policy changes. NVIDIA, Meta, Oracle, Google, and AMD all have seats at this table. For investors, this creates some clear opportunities. Companies on this council are essentially getting a government stamp of approval as AI leaders. They're likely to see preferential treatment in areas like federal AI procurement, research grants, and regulatory compliance. That typically translates to higher profit margins and faster growth. But there's also risk here. Companies that aren't on this council might find themselves at a competitive disadvantage. If you're holding positions in Microsoft, Tesla, or other major tech companies without representation, you might want to pay close attention to how this unfolds. The revenue implications are staggering. The federal government is projected to spend over $200 billion on AI-related initiatives over the next 5 years. Having direct input into how that money gets allocated is incredibly valuable. These council members aren't just advisors. They're essentially helping to design the procurement process for the largest AI customer in the world. Let's talk about what this means for regular people living in the United States. This council is going to shape AI policies that affect everything from your job security to your data privacy to the AI tools you use every day. First, workforce impact. The Council's mandate specifically includes addressing opportunities and challenges that emerging technologies present to the American workforce. With representatives from companies that are already automating millions of jobs, the policies they recommend could either protect workers or accelerate job displacement. Second, healthcare applications. Oracle already runs massive healthcare databases. Meta is working on AI-powered health platforms, and NVIDIA's chips power medical AI systems. The policies this council develops could determine how quickly AI gets integrated into American healthcare, which could affect everything from diagnosis speeds to treatment costs. Third, financial services. Several council members have companies deeply involved in AI-powered trading, fraud detection, and digital payments. The regulatory framework they help design could determine whether AI makes banking and investing more accessible or creates new risks for consumers. Now I'm curious, do you think having these specific tech leaders on the council is a good thing or a bad thing? Drop your take in the comments. I actually read every single one, and if you're finding this valuable, you know what to do. That subscribe button is right there, and it genuinely helps this channel keep bringing you these updates for free. Looking ahead, this council formation signals some major shifts coming in AI policy. Based on the composition and the timing, here are my predictions for what we'll see over the next 6 to 18 months. First, we're going to see accelerated AI infrastructure development. With NVIDIA and Oracle on the council, expect policies that favor rapid expansion of AI data centers and compute capacity. The administration is likely to fast-track permitting for AI facilities and provide incentives for domestic chip manufacturing. Second, we'll see a more aggressive stance toward international AI competition, especially with China. This council includes leaders whose companies are directly competing with Chinese AI firms. Expect tighter export controls on AI technology and more protections for American AI companies. Third, there's going to be a shift toward industry self-regulation rather than heavy government oversight. When the people writing the rules are the same people running the companies, you typically see lighter regulatory touch. This could be great for innovation and terrible for consumer protection, depending on your perspective. My boldest prediction is that we'll see the creation of a national AI infrastructure program within 12 months, something similar to the interstate highway system, but for AI compute and data. This council has the expertise and the political connections to make that happen. Here's what you should do right now to stay ahead. First, if you're an investor, pay attention to companies that do business with the federal government. Defense contractors, cloud providers, and enterprise software companies that can integrate with AI systems are likely to benefit. Second, if you're in the job market, focus on skills that complement AI rather than compete with it. The council members' companies are going to need humans who can work alongside AI systems, not humans who do things AI can already do better. Third, if you're a business owner, start thinking about how federal AI policies might affect your industry. Whether it's new compliance requirements, opportunities for AI-powered government contracts, or changes in competitive dynamics, this council's decisions are going to ripple through the entire economy. The age of AI policy being made by politicians who don't understand technology is officially over. We now have the people who actually build these systems directly shaping the rules they have to follow. That's either the best thing that could happen to American AI innovation or the most dangerous concentration of power we've ever seen in the tech industry. The next few months are going to determine which one it is. Make sure you're positioned accordingly. And make sure you're subscribed to this channel because this story is just getting started. The real impact of this council won't be clear until we see their first major policy recommendations. And I'll be here to break down every single development as it happens.